Oh, hey folks, welcome to the channel. My name is Kyle, and if you guys are loyal subscribers, thanks for stopping in. And if you aren't, welcome to the channel. I wanted to give you guys an update on my Green Mountain Pellet Grill. I've had this thing for several years now, 8 to be exact. Let me show you the date tag. Clear as day, 5/2017. That was obviously the build date. I got it shortly after that. This is the Green Mountain Grill Daniel Boone Wi-Fi. It was the first gen Wi-Fi one they had, with the old talk to your cell phone device down here and the probe that goes inside of it. That'll be worth the time here to share with you guys how long it's lasted, how well it's lasted, any issues I've had with it, and maybe something to think about when you guys are in the market for a pellet grill. So let's dig right into it. This thing has lived its entire life outside. You guys saw me taking the cover off. That's the original cover. It's starting to show some age. Probably should be replaced sometime in the future. Not to be a spoiler, but that's kind of telling you about how the grill is as far as its condition. I do have on the outside of this the blanket to keep it warmer in the wintertime, but help it be more efficient. And inside of here, there's nothing crazy to see, but let me bring you guys in here and you guys can see it yourself. As we bring in closer, you guys can see everything. Yeah, it needs a good cleaning. I've covered the entire bottom tray with aluminum foil to keep it from building up, so I can just change that out and make less of a mess. While we're here, let's look about the rest of the grill. This is again original. I've done nothing to it besides do some cleaning. We've got a little bit of surface corrosion on some parts here. Nothing massively crazy happening here for being 7 years old and sitting outside its entire life. Obviously it needs a good cleaning, and that's part of the reason why I open it up here. Before I start every year, I'd go through it and kind of clean this thing up as good as I can, wipe it down and get the dirt off. I mean, it's been a cold winter and it's been sitting out here in its slumber. It's gained a little bit more dust, just how it is. The plug and everything is in great shape, no complaints there. The rain cap, it's doing rain cap things. All of our little tong holders are great. Over here on the pellet hopper, everything's hanging up in great shape. All the buttons work as intended. The Wi-Fi probe I did break, the one that goes up through here and inside of the grill. I did break the end off of it. It's not a massive deal. I just gotta spend the time and just order one, to be honest with you. Inside the pellet hopper, nothing surprising here. Everything is working fine as well. I do have a mixture of some charcoal pellets and regular Green Mountain Grill pellets in here now. I'll get you guys behind the cover here, which again I need to take off this year. All that paint is holding up well. This insulation blanket is key and really helps in the wintertime if you do cook. About the only thing on the outside exterior that's really in bad shape are these wheels. The front guy here lost his shoe. As you can see, the rubber has been it needs replaced. Back one's still holding up. I think this one gets a little bit more UV rays from being in the sun. I'm going to replace those here in the near future. The original drip bucket still in great shape. Just wait till that fills up the goop and dump it out. Backside, nothing too exciting. I'll show you guys under here in a minute. Look underneath of it. Nothing crazy, just some spider webs. A little bit of corrosion on the bottom of the grill, but again, nothing to be concerned about. These things just aren't going to last forever, but I'm super pleased with how well this one has lasted, let's be honest. Go ahead and throw some gloves on here in an attempt to keep my hands cleaner, because, well, just easier that way. Again, I do have a smoke tube in here for just a little extra smoke. Sometimes you want to do some different flavor profiles. And I do have a top rack here that needs some cleaning up as well. Let's go ahead and pull these out. These racks are holding up really well. No complaints other than they need a good thorough cleaning. And inside of here, these are the deflectors I was talking about, the drip pan trays. They do get a little bit of stuff through them, but what's nice about this route is I can just take the aluminum foil off and have 80% of all the goop kind of trapped inside of it. And I'll go dump this in the trash can here in a second. So now we got that kind of cleared off. If we're having literally cooked hundreds of pounds of pellets to this thing, and I don't know how many pounds of meat, these things are in great shape. Again, part of it has to do with that, keeping them from being directly exposed to the moisture all the time. But then again, on the bottom side, you have this, which is more exposed directly to the heat, and it's still in great shape. Again, part of this is maintenance is key, right? I do this at least once a year. Again, depends on how much I use it. I'll open it up more often to clean out all of the residual ash if there is any. So let's go ahead and get you down in here all the way. For the vast majority, all this is in great shape. Again, it needs a good cleaning and vacuuming out, but I can't complain. You know, we have over here where the drippings come out. Typically, this is the stuff you start to see to rot out. It's in great shape, completely solid. Down the firebox, everything's in good looking shape. Again, I can suck this out here. I mean, you would see the bottom electrode that, you know, essentially heats up and ignites the pellets. And the firebox in general is in great shape. No complaints there. It just needs a good scraping and a cleaning. But for being as old as it is, it's in really good shape. And when I mean cleaning, I don't use soap and water. It's more of a scrape, dust, wipe. Because you don't want to get rid of the seasoning. It takes a lot of effort and hours to get that there. And, you know, you just don't want to waste the good stuff. We will suck this all out quick, and I'll kind of give you an update and show you it a little closer. So to get you back down here after it's all cleaned up, again, you'll see how good a shape this really is in. This thing's cooked hundreds of pounds of meat, and I don't know how many hundreds of pounds of pellets I've gone through. Probably, to be honest with you, it'd be a little scary to see the amount of money you spent on wood pellets. But hey, that's fine. That's what it's for. And now that I have that all cleaned out, typically I take a handful of pellets to just kind of, you know, reprime it. It's always good to go next time I run it. And so as you guys saw there, this thing is really in pretty dang good shape. Just a little bit of care and maintenance goes a long ways on these things. Probably the most important thing of all is make sure you cover it. And if you're not going to cover it, put it inside where it's out of the elements. That thing takes a majority of the weather and abuse and keeps it off the important things like the electronics and the paint. Now I've got to go ahead and get this thing all put back together so we're ready for the cook tonight. But I figured, hey, why not show you guys how well this Green Mountain Pellet Grill is held up. I know this is not a sponsored video. This was purchased as a gift for me, and I am a true believer in it because I see how well it works and how well it's held up. And since I can see Bob, Steve, Arnold, Pam, Linda, Lisa, and Randy over there questioning how I cover these bottom grates, simple. You just take it, grab some aluminum foil, measure, cut, and wrap. That's all there is to it. Again, remember, it's not meant to catch everything, just to kind of be a splatter guard. Helps on the cleanup. This is how easy she still starts. Close the old lid down, plug her into the wall, flip the switch, bloop, she's on. Click the button up once, and she'll start going. Wait for smoke. She'll heat right up, no issues. I've got it set to 400 degrees to do my re-cooking after a cleaning. You guys can see, she still rolls coal with the best. Such a great little pellet grill. Definitely check out Green Mountain Grills if you guys are in the market for something that creates a lot of smoke and tasty food. When it comes time to buying a new pellet grill, you already know what I'm going to be buying. I'm going to be buying a new model of this because I'm extremely happy with how it's worked out so far, and how long it's lasted without having to do anything to it besides add pellets and plug it in. And the only thing it's ever needed from me is some time, some patience, and a little bit of electricity. because that's what it runs off of. Anyways, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.